All right, I was gonna wait until 6, but I got I got here earlier. I got pizza delivered. I got my boneless chicken. I got my chicken nuggets waiting, cooling off here. So I wanna try and get through this here. I honestly don't know how much help I'm gonna be today with this slate. I know, if you I don't know if you keep up with the news or not or whatever. There was a lot of power outages in the Houston area and stuff. So just yesterday, I kept going in and out of not having power. Just wasn't able to get any content up. At this point, not really sure if it would have mattered. Okay, so the way I look at it, and you can agree with me, you can disagree with me. Um, Nick at $7,800 has a real chance of repeating Texas. Okay, I'm waiting to see if they didn't post the pit lane yet. Uh, and with the stupid Cup Series on track, I doubt I'm gonna get it during this because I really want to see the pit selections here. Let me just see really fast what's on here. Qualifying order. Qualifying. Yeah, so we don't have. Damn it, dude. We don't have the pit order. We don't have the pit selections. So the reason being is I think Nicholas is optimal. We just move along. Okay. There's very little points pointing to Nicholas not being optimal today. Okay, and that's him being involved in a wreck. That's him speeding in pit lane, not staying up there. But it would be very difficult for Nicholas to not be optimal today. So because of that, he's almost non-existent. Like in my mind, because he's starting first. He's super cheap. First, he's a misprice anyway. You should play him regardless if he was starting first anyway. But he's a misprice. He's starting first. Has great speed. We've seen this. We've been through the song and dance before. He's going to lead laps. Bailey Curry is not going to race him at the stage. He's not going to compete with him. Raja Caruth is not going to compete with him. By that point, Nicholas has the long run speed to stay out in front. Okay, we saw it last year. You're not going to pass under green flag conditions at this racetrack. Okay, so why am I saying that Nicholas is almost non-existent in my mind? Because he should repeat Texas, and his price keeps him optimal, regardless of he can have a shitty day and finish sixth. He'll be optimal. He's going to work. Okay, so I really don't know what to do in terms of projecting fast laps and laps led just due to that, okay? And you can hate on me for that or not, but this is what I have right now. I got Nicholas projected to lead 65 laps and get 55 fast laps. I just capped it there, didn't even bother continuing on. I have no idea what to do with anybody else. I've projected fast laps and laps led for people. Funny enough, Aaron pointed out that I have Corey Heim projected to win the race, like on speed, place differential alone, like what he's been showing at intermediate tracks. I didn't even project him to lead a lap or get a fast lap. I got like Hocevar with 14 laps led, 9 fast laps. Zane Smith, 9 laps led, 3 fast laps. Ty Majeski, 10 laps led, 8 fast laps. None of that's guaranteed. Nicholas is going to stay out in front. Bearing a wild pit road decision, bearing a wild, really pit strategy, like these teams are already condensed on tire strategy, so we're not gonna. I really don't foresee a situation where half the field is or somebody is encouraged to get wildly off course with pit selections or what they're doing with tires and stuff. Everybody's gonna be taking 4 tires here. It's not worth taking 2. Because you're going to get past in the long run. It's certainly not worth staying out at any point in this race, even for stage points. Nicholas he's in control of this race. There's a real chance he leads 100 laps in this race, if not more. If he loses the lead, your guess is as good as mine. If anybody out there is saying that so-and-so is going to lead laps, they're straight up bullshitting you. Because I have no evidence to support Corey getting the lead at any point, Enfinger getting the lead at any point, Hocevar getting lead at any point. Zane Smith getting lead at any point. Like, Hocevar has a fantastic car. He's not going to get the lead on the start. He's got 4 cars in front of him. He's stuck in the inside lane. He's not going to be able to do anything. So Hocevar, his chance of leading is on pit lane. Grant Enfinger's chance of leading is on pit lane. Eckes' chance of leading is on pit lane. You get the drill. And then we have Dean Thompson in the back of the field. Yet again, it's a starter issue. These guys know what they're doing. Any team worth their salt can easily unbolt and bolt a new starter back in there. That's not a concern. Okay, and so Dean Thompson, this really is Texas. I'm having PTSD. Like, this is our Vietnam. I'm just reliving Texas all over again. Dean Thompson is going to have a car that is going to be able to pass at least 26 drivers. And he's easily going to clear 48 points and be optimal. Okay, and so really we're building with 4 positions in your lineup. If you're paying up for somebody, them working or not working is gonna depend on them getting the lead on pit lane. And that's it. Eckes can work out without getting fast laps and laps led, but even still, this is going to be a raw point lineup build more so than others. Because Nicholas can very easily run away with the race. He could realistically pull a Texas, lead the entire race, and leave no fast laps available for anyone. Leave very little fast laps available, and we have several people not even getting close to value. This might be a race to where 4 people hit value today. And you just need the raw points. So when you throw that into an optimizer, when you throw that into lineup construction, I will highlight the guys that I think are going to be worked in and out of lineups. It's just going to be who gets there on raw points. Who can you fit in? I think this slate can leave anywhere from $600 to $1,800 on the table. If these 10K guys are just stuck, like, for example, like if Corey doesn't do anything, just runs 4th all day, that's 40 points. But there's a real chance that not a lot of people are going to be able to do anything and score very well. So it's literally just a raw point type of race. So I don't believe there's any like real bad play. I don't believe I do feel like getting off the beaten path, like not playing Nicholas, not playing Dean Thompson, not something I would recommend. I think we can get different elsewhere. But even still, like when we look at place differential plays that have a high likelihood of working out, and I'll rechat in a minute once I get through all this stuff. Once we get through, let me make sure this is. So we have Nicholas, we have Dean, other place differential plays that have a high likelihood of at least scoring. I just looked away from it. It's either like, it's clearly, they're right at value or like in the 40s. You got Crafton, you got Jake Garcia, you got Eckes. Okay, so we got these guys right here. Other people that have a likelihood of passing some people. Tony's in a Tricon car. You got to consider her. Colby Howard. If you look at how he's been running intermediate tracks, he's going to have a car that can easily finish 15th to 18th. His price tag, combined with what you're going to be able to build, is there. Ben Rhodes, $9,600, always going to try and get off strategy. That's why I like playing Ben Rhodes. We've seen it time and time again that he doesn't do anything, have no speed. Third green-white checker of the evening, he gets lucky, finishes 6th. Like Rhodes is there. Friesen is there. If you look at people who have legit upside of holding on to a position, Tanner Gray is there. Taylor Gray is there. Hocevar, Zane Smith, Enfinger. There are absolutely no favorites. No people that I have a lean on. We'll talk who I want to focus on. We'll talk where the population goes. Hang on, let me change this. So like clearly Nick is going to be owned. We're going to see a lot with Dean. If I can type correctly here. Crafton has a pretty high likelihood of getting in there. Jake Garcia completely whiffed on the qualifying lap. He's going to have a car that we've seen time and time again this year. That's a top 10 contender. He's $8,200. That's, what is that, 44, 46 points to hit value in a situation like Jake Garcia is going to be a top 6 scorer today. Matt Crafton is going to be a top probably 8-7 scorer today. And they're not 10K. They're not anywhere near the most expensive guys. Raw points, anybody starting up here, like that's why I like Eckes, man. He's starting 14th. He has the speed to get through the field. We've seen it on the intermediates before. But at this point, I think these are your 4 guys that are probably going to carry the most amount of ownership. Hocevar has a real chance of not working out. 10-3, if he doesn't get that lead, he's probably going to finish 4th or 3rd all day. Probably going to score you, what is that, like 42 points, 44 points, somewhere around there. Clearly not going to hit value. It's just is the raw points that he scores you enough to get there. That's literally all today is. I don't think my idea of this slate is drastic or wild or anything like that. Corey's in play as well. It's all based on what Nicholas does. If he landlocks laps led and fast laps, and it just turns into raw points. If he loses the lead, who does he lose the lead to? I don't think you can project that. I don't think you can predict that. It's literally just who's there. Like the Gray brothers are going to be in the top 8 all day. Tricon has been killer at this track. Enfinger, Hocevar, Zane Smith. I don't think Zane Smith is going to get it. I just don't think he has the speed in general, even on pit lane. But like anybody can get the lead on pit lane today. It's if, when, and where Nicholas loses the lead. That's what we're looking at. What's going on? Philip, BVP, happy to have you here. I'm doing well, Eagles. Thank you for asking. Dude, man. Yeah, I got some good old Papa John's, man. Look, if I'm a White Power Larson type of guy, I got to go with Papa John's, even if they got rid of Papa John. No, I just had Papa Dough, so I had a free pizza. Timmy Hill. There's so. I don't think there's like a bad play. It's all based on projections, and I think you can look at this situation in 2 ways, and I'm really trying not to burn through my allotted money for the summer at this point, because look, we're at the low point of DFS. Unless you're playing golf, which I'm not. I'm playing, League of Legends and stuff. But for the most part, there's no DFS contest to play. Unless you're wanting to play tennis. There are, but you know what I mean. Of the big kahunas, I don't play MLB, so I have no action there. I have no action till NFL comes back of anything. Okay, and so I'd like to just kind of roll. I'd like to just not blow through money chasing kind of dumb NASCAR contests like this, and I really want to be able to enter $800 in each Daytona race at the end of August or in August, and so this race here makes sense to 20 max, makes sense to play as many lines as you can, and just swapping people in and out, hoping you hit the optimal. That's either going to lead to a really good day, or you have one guy crash and you have 60% of that guy and you don't cash, and then you're out 200, 300, 400 bucks or whatever. So due to that, I don't really just want to be building lines, especially in a situation where Dean Thompson wrecks out. I would have 100% Dean Thompson. I would just be absolutely fucked, and I just don't want to. I don't want to play that game. I'm not in the mood to do that today. What's going on, Kyle? I'm happy that you missed me. Has Dean Thompson ever worked? Never. I don't believe so. He's been there so many times. The luck is absolutely horrific. You cannot imagine having this bad of luck. This poor bastard. I can't believe it, man. He's gonna win Texas, completely destroyed. Gonna completely work at Kansas, gets completely destroyed. It's always the same guys too. Eckes has been Dean Eckes, Zane Smith, absolutely brutal year. Darlington's the first race he was able to escape without completely losing, getting wrecked. He was optimal at Darlington. I believe he was. I don't know if he was in the winning line, but he was optimal in Darlington. Or I might have that backwards. In the winning lineup, might not be. I know he was there. Charlotte finished third. He has the speed. I see no reason to not play Dean Thompson. If people are going to be scared of that, I mean, look, man, you could be, maybe we're not so different, man. We gave those Titanic people a real rough time. But am I really any better for just playing Dean Thompson week in and week out? Just burning money? Oh, no, man. Maybe I need to take a step back and look at my life. But yeah, 100% Sanchez and Thompson. Yeah, like Kyle, like that's your approach it the right way. I just don't see a reason to not play Dean and not play Nicholas. We're playing F1. We're building a lineup with 4 positions. One of those positions is most likely going to be Jake Garcia. None of those positions has a high likelihood of being Matt Crafton. It leaves you 2 positions to get different. Do you want to get wildly different? Do you want to chase a 10K guy and hope that he leads laps? Do you want to, stay in the 8K range or in the 9K range and chase somebody like Ben Rhodes, chase somebody like Stuart Friesen? I don't have the answer today. It's all on luck. This is very much, at least that's where I stand. I think it's very much a luck based one today. When I look at my crunches, highest likelihood of being optimal: Dean Thompson, Nick, Jake Garcia, Matt Crafton. Which, that's where we're at. And then after that, it just defaults to whatever guy gets the lead. Hocevar, Eckes, Tanner Gray, some bitch is starting 8th. Got a real chance of getting the lead. Ben Rhodes, Ty Majeski, just whoever gets the lead at that point. And if they don't get the lead, those 10K guys are not going to work. Or, they might just on raw points alone. It just one of those races, man. You're kind of just putting lineups in and hoping it lands your way. Which I think that makes it easier, man. These truck contests are usually pretty nuts anyway. I think here, very much having a handoff approach. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I think that makes me feel better. And then, I'm just having PTSD about Texas, man. I'm having so much PTSD. Winning like $4,000. Those guys wreck each other coming after the white. I'm just having PTSD like crazy from Texas. Let's see. Yo, what up, Jake? Yeah. And I'm actually more pissed off that they died instantly. Everybody was having way more fun, assuming that they were going to run out of oxygen. That was a much better story. Gralachuk, yeah, pretty much, man. Pretty much. I think Negan has top 15 upside. I will say, in terms of upside, I got Diggin with 29 points today. I don't believe. Let me look. See if I'm skipping over anything. I don't believe Deegan has top 15 upside at all. Here, we'll look at practice time. I don't believe that she has top 15 speed at all. I don't see this. This is way off pace. If you look at qualifying, even look at the race last year. These cars, the discrepancy in speed here is almost equivalent to a 2-mile racetrack. You are not going to compete if you do not have speed. The only people who can legitimately compete to take the lead and stay up there at some point is probably your top 14 guys in speed. Deegan does not have top 15 speed. These are not top 15 laps. Just not there. These are, like Lane Riggs, great driver, good speed. Just, the equipment, the speed that the Young Motorsports trucks have. Just not top 15 speeds, man. Tony, I know I mentioned Tony, but just not. This is probably more of her lack of experience at a track like this. But if she stays out of trouble, I guess. But look at how slow these guys are. These guys aren't even in the one. We'll look at average, but we'll even look at best. These are their best laps 154. What are your leaders doing? We're nearly at 1 60, pretty much. I know it's 2 miles per hour off, but these guys are 2 miles per hour close to 150. These guys are 2 miles per hour close to 160. Like, that's a huge change in speed. You know? Let's see what else. Doing some... You trying to play some... Or I don't know what IRL is. Or RL is. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to have pizza and watch this race. And then, I don't know. I might just relax today. No wind still this weekend. When we're off for like 3 weeks, but we do have like a fun race on Sunday that I'll probably stream. But outside of that, I don't envision myself doing much. I might stream more on Sunday, just goofing around and hosted or in official races, but that's really it. Rigs, yeah, I just don't see it from Rigs. I just don't see the speed, man. Because that price tag in raw points, man, that's like, I wish he was a bit cheaper, man. Wish he was a bit cheaper. And everybody knows how much I like Lane Riggs. I believe he has a lot of talent. I think he'll go a lot of places. But this is just not there today. Do we expect? Yeah. So Kyle, if you're running 20, I'm going to tell you. I don't care. What is your? I would do. This is what I would do if I was doing 20. 100% Nick, 100% Dean. I would probably do 60 to 50% Crafton, 60 to 50% Garcia. I'd make sure I have at least 9 lineups with both of them together. I would probably try and get to 20%, at least 2 lineups with Majeski, with Hocevar, probably 5 with Eckes, 1 with Zane Smith, 2 with Corey Heim. That is probably the people I would try and prioritize with. Probably try and get 2 lines with Ben Rhodes, and then past that you probably got that's probably 16 of your 20, 15 of your 20. At that point, start doing one-offs. I'd probably do a one-off with Ankrum. I'd probably do a one-off with Colby Howard. I'd probably do a one-off with each of the Gray brothers. And I think at that point, you're at some point you're gonna land on whoever fucking leads. If Nick gets off, I think that's how you approach the 20 max today. Thoughts on Wood? I mean, he's there as well. Now Wood has been legit terrible. Dean has had bad luck. Wood is an absolute horrific driver, but he's gonna be there if he can do it on pit lane. Do we have pit road yet, NASCAR? That's really what we're waiting for. Starting lineups. So that's not on there. Let's see. Good old Bob. You actually report anything, Bob? Or are you just chilling? We got nothing. NASCAR. Let's see. NASCAR truck. Let's see. NASCAR truck pit road. Do we have any? I'm going to be on. If anybody can find, before the stream ends, if anybody can find the truck series pit road, that would have influence on who I would play as one-off drivers. And right now, I don't believe that is publicly available. If you guys can find that, let me know. Tag me in it on Twitter or send it to me on Twitter and stuff. But outside of that, I don't believe we have any access to where the hell these guys are starting in pit lane, which is stupid because we're 54 minutes away from this stupid race starting. And NASCAR knows where these guys are starting. NASCAR knows, come on, but the public don't have access to this? Come on, man. What are we doing? You think we have a chance at, let me look at overlay. Let me look. We got an hour left. 45 of 7,000. Really sucks because that was a good Truck Series contest. This, based on these lineups, it's either gonna fill up or leave maybe 600 positions. I can't imagine we don't clear at least 6,000 people. If we have overlay, maybe it'll be by 500 positions. But I think it gets close to filling. But that's me. Oh, Rocket League. I mean, I can if people want to watch that. I guess I don't plan on it at the moment, but we maybe, who knows. Raja worth a shot. I don't think there's a bad play. It's just I think Raja has just as much chance of leading laps as anybody else, and it's all based on who gets the lead on pit lane if Nicholas loses it, because they are not going to pass him on the racetrack. What's your take on Deegan these days? So I haven't. I mean, I watched Gateway, but I haven't watched a live truck race. It feels like in a month. I don't have the ability to answer that question at the moment. I have no clue what the hell Deegan has been doing. As of late. Let me look at her finishes real fast. I'm pretty sure she has some top 10 finishes this year, but I cannot tell you where she's finished. All right, start of the year, 33rd, 32nd, 12th, 16th, 6th, 13th, 20th, 12th, 20th, 20th, 33rd. Man, those 20s are disappointing. I'd like to see her in an Xfinity Series. At least she's finishing races now. That's really about it. Let's see. Howard and Corey thoughts. I mean, I think I've about summed up where I'm at. I think you should have exposure to each of them. I don't really have a lean either way. Like I personally like Howard as a guy that has high upside that might not carry as much ownership as he should. I have no idea. I have no fucking clue where ownership is going to go this race with so much chalk and optimizers going in certain directions and salary being just absolute. Like, you don't have to even use close to max salary at all. If people are not doing their research, I don't believe Howard gets picked up. If people realize how he's running in races and how Kobe Howard has like an average running position of like 18th, 17th, and that's enough to get it done today. Practice speed alone, he is, he's right here, like he's there on speed. And I think he has higher upside than other people in the 6K range. I would much rather prefer Howard over Deegan. I'd much rather prefer Howard over nearly anybody else in the 6K range. But are they gonna go to him or not? I don't know. And AD, thank you for always tuning in, showing up, supporting the stream. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I guess I don't know, man. This truck series is it's just weird. Zane has been getting absolutely cucked like each and every week. He's ran into so much trouble that isn't his fault. This has been a disastrous season for him. There's like nobody who's like the head contender this year. Enfinger's just taking advantage of people being wrecked out. This is, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. She's been better, but I mean, her running position is really annoying. I like seeing her in Xfinity, but we'll see. It's funny to make fun of her, but I'm not rude. It's fun to make fun of anybody who's going to get a lot of people riled up. I really think that's it, guys. Thank you so much for the super chat, Clutch. I do appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Thank you everybody else out there, the 56 of you guys here, spending your Friday with me. I think that's really about it. I don't think I can really offer any other takes that you guys can't come up with on your own. You guys are very smart. You see, you're seeing the same thing that I'm seeing with the lineup construction today. You gotta hope. You gotta hope luck breaks your way. That's really what it is. Today is absolutely a luck slate, man. It really is. If there's a leader outside of Nick, it's you just got lucky if you played that guy or not. That's really what it comes down to. I'll be live tomorrow and on Sunday to talk those into those races. But that's really about it. Best of luck, Clutch. Best of luck, everybody. And, just may the odds may ever be in your favor. I don't know. That's the Hunger Games. I don't even know why I quoted that. I have no idea. Any chance of death in this week? I hope not. I would love this to just go green. Let's have a green week for once. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, 69 for the win, brother. Thank you. I appreciate it. Or 6.9. You know what I mean. Next time you can tip 4.20. Then we can really hit all the meme numbers. Or 666. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And that's your first super chat ever. Thank you, AD. I appreciate it. How much, Tony, for 20? Maybe 1 or 2 lines. That's about it, Kyle. But yeah, thank you guys very much. You guys have a fantastic evening. And I'm going to go eat my boneless chicken. I will see you guys tomorrow. See ya.